Yo, welcome back to the BSD4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What's happening? We're going straight into the Torino. I had to come over here to kind of check it out and triple check, double check, and really see what needs to be done before I even think about doing it, and if it's possible. This is a good thing about coming and checking, seeing what you can do at the moment. All right, this roof situation is horrible. I've seen a couple of roofs out there. I mean, down here, this panel here, I can repair this. You know, that's kind of easy. But this up around here, making a channel, that's going to be difficult because of this here. It's just going to take a lot of metal and putting stuff in. You know, they used lead back in the day to kind of fill it. And that's where my main concern is at. I don't care about much of anything. I know that the quarters are bad. You know, the quarters are definitely bad. You all know about that, but they have quarters for this. They don't have a roof. That's the daggone main issue. Yeah, like I said, they have quarters and stuff like that. I could kind of buy those. This is just the roof, because they had that rag top on there. Now you can see the front here. Man, this thing needs a roof. I know where one is at, but it's so far away. You know, but I need a roof. You know what I mean? And like I was telling you guys, I could take doors off and everything like that. That's really not the problem. You know, going up underneath here, that's a 351C 2 valve. I already checked and made sure of that. More likely it's probably seized, but you know, we can unseize that and get everything going. The bolts look pretty daggone good. Like I said, we don't need the frame. See all underneath here? All of that we don't need. I mean, if we're doing a restoration, we wouldn't even be talking about this. You know what I mean? Then, you know, we're going to be doing it like how we mentioned, the Crown Vic frame underneath. The wheelbase on this is 114 inches. Crown Victoria wheelbase is 114.3. So it's a perfect candidate. And it's not for the taxi, it's not for the Lincoln Town Car, it just has to be the civilian or the patrol car, Crown Victoria, or the Grand Marquis with the regular wheelbase. All around here is really bad. Yes, fenders I'm not worried about. You know, I'm not worried about the lower. I'm glad they got a lower to it. Not worried about the bumper, because the front bumper is like the best part of the whole car. It's that roof. You know, underneath here you see the hood is bent. I'm not worrying about the daggone hood either. Those are things I'm just not too concerned about. I'm not concerned about the frame. I'm not concerned about anything. Mainly is this daggone roof. That's the daggone problem. You know, really have to get with that. You know, you take all this trim off and then you kind of go for broke. You know, it's just that daggone roof. If I find a roof with golden, with all of this other stuff here, you know, we can bang out. You know, metal back in the day was legit. Quarter panel, you just change the whole quarter panel. Not worried about the truck, not worrying about the back bumper. You know, that can be pulled out. You see, it's just a dent right there in the middle. Not really too worried about all of that. So, you know, of course, you know, the quarters are bad, man. That's typical. It's just like the daggone Maverick. We just put another one on and keep it moving. Again, you know, the plan is to do this right here and then take it right over there, strip it all the way down, and just take pieces of the car, bring it home, and just brace everything up and do that daggone roof. You know, the back of my mind is like, if I knew where a roof was at that was close by, I would got the car already. I don't even have a roof. That's what's like holding me up a little bit. You know, to get it, I don't, you know, all this stuff here, I don't care about all this stuff here. All this shit is cosmetic. It's gonna be fun to just do a fender, do a door, do the quarters. You know, you do pieces at a time. You do this fender, get it done right. Do the other fender, get it, straighten out the hood, whatever. That daggone roof. That's where I'm like lost at with this. I mean, there's holes because it had that daggone rag top on there, and that rag top held the moisture in for all those years. It's just a wrap. So you guys just you know, leave me a comment on this roof situation, man. Let me know how you gotta cut the roof out. There's no other way. There's no repairing this. You gotta cut the roof out. There is no, there's no under nothing. There's, man, you see that stuff, man? That's some shit there, man. I don't even care about the inside. They got all that. I don't care about that. I ain't even looking in there. Just need that. See, this is the part where I was telling you guys about the Chevelles. They got every part. Dodge Chargers, they got every part for the car. Ford Torino, they ain't got nothing for this thing here. Because you can see right there, if they just made a damn skin, they probably came down to here or whatever, and easy. Down here is easy. Because there's a little bit of lip there. You can kind of mimic that going all the way across. You could probably mimic that all the way around, but really need a doggone rule. All right, dudes, 2 to 3 days later, man, came back in the garage just thinking about some stuff, but I had just took a trip to a guy, the guy who towed my car when it was stolen and everything. Went to go ask some questions and this, that, and the third, man, and I got some pretty good answers along with getting a part from him. I wanted to spend a little money with him, let him know that I'm serious because I'm going to be messing with him a lot. But he's an old school guy, man. Last name ends in a vowel, so they don't take pictures. If you guys can understand and read in between the lines, his last name is Vitalik. You can't take pictures and videos of his situation over there, man. He got great cars and everything. He doesn't know me yet. You know what I mean? So when he gets to know me, you guys are going to see some really cool stuff. Trust and believe me. But definitely going to pick his brain and try to get a lot more information like I did today. When I went over there, I told him about the Torino, pulled out my phone, showed him all the pictures of the Torino and the Maverick and the car that he towed, and I put a turbo on it, man. He was like, oh man, you doing some things over there, you know what I mean? Even though his cars are showroom fresh, you know what I mean? But 57 Chevy, split window convertible, not split window Corvette, some other stuff, Ford Coupe, he got stuff. I went there asking those questions and everything, man. He started calling people about the Ford Torino and everything, man. And he told me it was a junkyard in Morrisville in PA. I start calling places. A lot of those places don't have 70s cars. So it may be a place that he was talking about from yonder that has old cars, you know. I may have to go there myself. Probably not even a junkyard that's listed on, you know, on the internet. It's probably one of those types, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go down there and go check some things out. I got some game from him, you know what I mean? I found a roof in Arkansas. That means I got to go past Harrison. You know, you know, if Harrison's watching, past your house, Tennessee, and go to daggone Arkansas, right? It's going to cost me a lot of money to even get there and eat and gas and chill. So if I was getting a smorgasbord parts down that way, then this would be a good hit. Go ahead and pick up a daggone engine, pick up this, pick up that, and bring everything back, then that would be different. But it's not one of those things, and this car is not worth all of that trouble. So after I showed the guy the pictures of everything, man, he thought I wanted to do some showroom fresh type stuff because that's what he does. I was like, nah, man. I mean, like, I'm putting a daggone Ford Crown Victoria undercarriage underneath there, man. He's like, oh, okay. So, yo, you should rat rod it. I said, yeah, I want to rat rod it, but not so deep into like rat rod it. I mean, if it's kind of looking like the Maverick in some kind of way, then we're good, you know what I mean? And I picked his brain, man. He said, look, man, you can really do it, but it's going to take you a long time. So if you got more time than money, you know, put it in, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I mean, like, even with the Maverick, like, it's raining outside right now, right? And you look at the Maverick, man, you're like, dang, that's what I need to do. Just put a daggone piece of clear coat on it and just keep it that way. Even with this patrol car, same thing, man. I just think I'm just going to, you know, put a shot of clear on it, kind of like that, and just leave it. I mean, I'm gonna mess it up a little bit more. I mean, matty clear though, and do it like that. That's what I kind of do behind the scenes. Like when I have an idea, You know what I mean? I double check it, triple check it, double check it, and triple check it. Check the bank account, check of the what ifs, and then I proceed with this. But certain cars actually are suited and fitted for you, because you know, when you see a car, it just, when you step in it, you're like, okay, this is a good feel. That's how when I bought the current, this 240 back in the day, I felt that feeling when I sat in it. I was like, okay, we buying it. And I bought that from a tow place also. You know what I mean? You just know. Kind of grew out of this type of thing, and then my nephew, he turned 17. I said, you want this? 3 years I've been looking at that Torino. That's just not something I just popped up last year and said, oh man, I wanted to do it. I was looking at it. Nobody's touched it. And it was good. Nobody cut into it. Nobody cut into the Torino at all. When I first looked at it, nobody cut into it. So I went back, probably 6 months later, I went to it. They cut through the front. I kid you not. It was all intact. Nobody cut into the front. The hood was down. Somebody tried to, they tried to open the hood, and then they tried to close it. And it got stuck, and they was trying to close it, and they bent it. It wasn't looking like that. Trust and believe me. In video form, you guys seen it, yes, it was all cut up. But before I even started really doing videos like that, I didn't thought about videoing it, but it was never, ever like that. Ah, man, so what you guys feel about that? And tell me a story about what car that you drove, or you know what I mean, like a car that just really suits you. Like when you jumped in it, you were like, okay, this is the car. It could be a Ford, Chevy, anything out there, man. Just leave a comment below, man. Just talk about it, man. You know what I mean? I would love to hear that story, man, because that's what I really love, stories. I like to get inspired. I get inspired by you guys, you know what I mean? So drop a line in the comment section about that, man. And also too, man, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and if you want to donate to the channel, please click the link that's in the description below. And if you choose not to, guess what, man? No problem. Just comment, and we could just talk about the car that when you just fell in love with, no matter what it looked like or whatever, you just fell in love with it once you sat in it, or love at first sight, or whatever, man. Just tell me a story about that, man. And some of you older guys, I know you have a lot more stories out there. And some of you young guys got some stories too, man. So thank you for checking out this video, man, and just giving you a glimpse of what I do behind the scenes and what I think about and stuff like that, and what I do. All right, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later.